Cheers. From Cambodia. It's called Lav beer, I think. From Colombia. Anyway, back in the hotel. Thank God. It's so freaking hot out there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my God, I'm getting some dark spots on my skin. I hope I don't have cancer. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I hope I don't have cancer. Oh my God. Because I don't wear sunscreen either, you know? I don't wear sunscreen because sunscreen is toxic and it's very unhealthy for you. It ruins your sunscreen. Is toxic and full of chemicals, right? It does not protect you from the sunshine. It does not stop you from getting melanoma, skin cancer. No, that's garbage. What sunscreen does do, however, is it can lead the way to cancer. Yeah, because it's toxic chemicals going into your pores. They don't tell you that, do they now? No, because they want you to buy that shit, so they want you to get these problems and have more and more chemicals in your body so you get sicker and sicker. Sunscreen is one of the worst things you can do. It also blocks out vitamin D. It doesn't even block out the harmful UV rays, sorry. All right, it doesn't even do that because it's just not true. Anyway, I was walking in the streets of Cartagena in the heat in the afternoon, which was tough. Hello, thanks for joining. Just starting the live here again from Colombia, and I'm going to carry on for 30 minutes and wait for people to come online again. Like yesterday, we had 150, 200 people, which was great. Anyway, stay on, don't jump off again. My goodness me. Anyway, all right, people, come and join Roberto here. All right, we'll do a bit of talking about what I've seen today and how it went, and the scenery, the traffic, the girls, people, everything. So yes, it was a very nice afternoon in Cartagena. I enjoyed it a lot, but I figured out something. It's not the best place to be during the day because it's very hot and it's very touristy, and that's not the best place for you to meet people, if you know what I mean. So I came home a little bit earlier than I wanted to, around 4, it was so baking hot. I spent 2.5, maybe 3 hours walking around. I walked 12 kilometers alone this afternoon, checking out the street food and the markets and the shops best I could, and you know, enjoying myself, and that was good. It worked very well. Thanks for joining. Got 10 people already. Yay! Hello, upside down pineapple. What? Upside down pineapple. What does that mean? That's funny. Anyway, so yes, it was a good time. Enjoyed myself a lot, but it's so freaking hot and humid, brutal. And walking around the city, it's not the best place, the time of day to do it because it's just so hot and so humid. And you don't meet people either because most of the local people are either working in the shops or as guides, whatever, or they're working elsewhere. They're not out. So I decided to come home earlier and then go out tonight because I went to a few restaurants and bars, and they said, I said, what time does it get busy here? And they said, oh, not until 10 or 11 p.m. tonight. I'm like, what? I'm bald? Erin Campbell, I'm bald? What do you mean? No, I'm not. I've got lots of hair, my friend. What are you talking about? Irene Campbell, what a strange thing to say. I'm bald. Do you have no eyes? Can you not see what you're looking at? Lots of hair here. Nothing bald here, darling. Anyway, so thanks for joining, people. So Cartagena is very, very beautiful, but it's freaking hot in the day and not the best place to be. It's the same problem with the beaches, as far as I could tell so far, because it's just freaking hot there too, and not very, how shall I say, not that enjoyable. So I'm moving on a little bit to get out of the way of these people here in this little hotel complex that I'm at. Bogota is much cooler. It's just great walking city. It's a great walking city. Just beware of your surroundings. Yeah, well, Bogota, you know, when I was there, I was in Bogota a few days ago, and it was raining. It was like 10 degrees, so I did not find it very enticing to stay. You know what I mean? So I left there pretty quickly. How old am I? I don't know. How old do you think I am, Irene? Anyway, yeah, Bogota, I don't know. I didn't get much of a chance to experience Bogota, to see it, because it was raining and cool. 40, thank you. Actually, no, I'm 50-something. So yeah, I look young and I'm handsome because I take care of myself. I take care of myself in the sense that I eat well. I eat well and I exercise plenty by walking in the sun. I mean, you're not. Damn, I'm actually 55, my friend. 55, that's right, born in 1969. So yeah, and that's the thing. If you eat well and you look after yourself, you tend to not age quickly. And that's the bottom line, truth. And let's not forget, I'm a health coach, I'm a nutritionist, and I know what I'm doing when it comes to that, and I know how to keep yourself young and healthy and fit, dressed to impress. I'm dressed in my skin, and that's the best way to be at this time of day. If you ask me, that is. Anyway, so, you're the same age as my father. Well, that's okay, isn't it? Racely? That's a shame. Maybe you prefer Medellin, spring like climate. Yeah, well, I'm heading to Medellin in 2-3 days. Because I like nature, I like the mountains, I like hiking, I like being surrounded by green areas and so on. 2 million or whatever. I think I can't read those zeros there, darling. Cartagena is lovely, but it's just a city on the beach. Hello from Scotland, Essie Mac. Nice to see you here. Thanks for joining. Very nice to see you. Yes. So what was I saying? Yeah, Cartagena is lovely, but you've got to spend a lot of time traveling around to the islands if you want to see nice beaches and go to beaches. I'm not a big beach fan. So I just don't bother to do that much. I'm going to one tomorrow. It's going to take me 1 hour to get there in a bus and then 1 hour back. Spend a few hours there roaming around to see white sand and turquoise water. So what? I'm from London, England. So I've lived all over the world, but this is boring. Anyway, what was I saying here? Where am I going? Just gonna have a look what's going on outside because I'm staying in this busy road at this busy place. But no, I was looking for something, but he's not here yet. Someone on a motorbike is coming to bring me something. Ireland. Rob Lock, what's that mean? Ireland? Hello from Ireland. Anyway, yeah, so I think Medellin would be more the place for me. But the thing about Cartagena, Bogota, as I said, it was cold, 10, 12 degrees and raining, not for me. And do I miss Cambodia? Bayan Vista, not really. Someone talking to Nema Lopez in Spanish. I can't read it that quickly, sorry. Maybe you can write it in English. I don't miss Cambodia at all, in fact. Not at all, no. Not at all, thank you very much. I've been there far too long as it was. 3 years is a long time, So, I'm very happy. Well, Siem Reap is different. It's how should I say? It's kind of, you can't compare it. It's as hot but not as hot. It's not. I seem to remember it not being as humid as this, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't like Siem Reap in the hot season, April-ish, I think it was, either, because it was just too hot. Okay, you don't speak English. Yeah, Siem Reap can be very hot, but it's not normally that hot. It's only about 2 months where it's really hot. But I find Siem Reap very boring also, because there's nothing there, except for Angkor Wat. What's there to do there? Fuck all. Right? Fuck all to do there. And, that's fuck all to do in Cambodia, actually. Other than, walking Phnom Penh and walking around Siem Reap, and then going down to the islands every month or so. It's like, whatever. And, the problem in Cartagena is that it is a little bit expensive. It's quite a lot more expensive for the quality, but the food is excellent, I have to say. Very, very good food. Very nice people, beautiful people, in fact. Very nice, very good. So from that aspect here, I prefer it here to Cambodia, but it's a little bit overpriced for what you get. The hotels are expensive. This is a very simple, nice hotel, nice room, very comfortable, but it's way more expensive than you would pay for the same place in Cambodia, right? So that's the problem here. It's just a little bit overpriced for what you get quality-wise. Understand? So that's the bottom line. All right then, where are all the people? Yesterday I had so many people joining. Today it's a bit more quiet. Why is that? Roy, where are you at, Roy Goad? Nema, I speak a little bit Spanish. Hablo español un poquito más, but not much. Anyway, where is everybody today? It's quiet today. Yesterday was a lot more busy than this. Anyway, heading into the city later. So, I mean, I have to be patient because, like I said, I'm not a big fan of beaches and oceans and so on because I just don't dig the beach scene that much because what is it? You go to the sandy beach, you just get all full of sand, and what do? You go for a swim in the ocean, whatever. It doesn't matter. I much prefer going into the mountains, hiking up a trail and going for a swim in the stream, something like that. You know, that's just far more exciting for me. Santa Marta area is worth visiting. You have lovely eyes, Isaiah Mac. Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say that. You're in Pratanac, Pattaya, okay. Pattaya, my uncle lives in Pattaya also. His name is Mark, by the way. Maybe you know him, maybe not. He's been there for 20 years or so. Santa Marta area. Okay, let me check Santa Marta. I guess that's in Colombia, right? By the sounds of the name. So I will check that out too. I mean, there's loads of places I've got to still visit. I've just started, you know. But I don't know. I'm not... my voice is still a bit rough from the travels. I'm not that impressed yet with Cartagena. But it's still early days, so I'm not going to judge it just yet. I'm not going to judge it at all. I mean, I like it. It's just a little bit more difficult to get around here than I'm used to. Although I say that, you can get a motorbike. You've got to ride on the back of a motorbike. It's quite cheap. They take you to the city. You get an Uber car. It's called InDriver here. That's cheap too and comfortable, kind of. It's also cheap. Taxis are more expensive as usual, but you don't take them if you know how to do things. It's fine. You know, it's just, I find that Southeast Asia is easier to navigate, easier to get to places, easier to work your way around things, easier to be understood. Like today I was filming the streets, I was looking for street food, and I couldn't find much at all. I just found a little bit here and there. And that was a bit disappointing. I only found like fruits and a sausage stand and vegetable stands and things like that. No concentrated area where there's street food. And that was a bit disappointing because like Siem Reap, for example, you have huge street food area along the riverside there. It's fabulous. And you've got other street foods too by the marketplaces and so on. It's just fantastic. That is wonderful in Cambodia. I miss that, I have to say. And it's the same in Thailand. Wonderful street food there with the meats everywhere. So I do like, I mean, I couldn't find that here. I mean, maybe Cartagena, maybe it's in, I think I've seen some videos on Medellin where there's a lot more street food there. That could be, I believe. If anyone knows about Medellin, let me know in the comments here, please. Because I don't know anything about it yet, but I have a friend there, so I'm intending to go there pretty soon. To go somewhere where I know somebody who they can show me around, so I know where to go and what to do, because at the moment I'm a bit stuck here, because I don't know where to go and what to do, although I've figured things out myself, you know, so... It's not a problem at all. It's not a problem at all. So anyway, tonight I'm going to go out later and going to explore the nighttime scene. Because of course it's like Spain, it gets busy later. The people come out in the night because it's cooler. And then it's also the night scene. It's the middle of the week, Wednesday. So I expect a lot more people to be around, which is good. To spend 7 weeks in Mexico, it's more expensive than Southeast Asia. Yes, Roy, I agree with you, definitely. I've been doing the weighing up of things and I've figured out some things you can get relatively similarly priced. I mean, if you go to very local restaurants, you can get some good, I mean, I had great steak and eggs for lunch today, and that was only $3.50, right? And that was a good deal. You can't get that in Cambodia or Southeast Asia. $3.50 for a big piece of steak and 4 eggs, scrambled eggs, $3.50, right? So that was cheap as chips. And excellent tasting too, in a market. But it was horrible, the market. It wasn't pretty at all. No, it wasn't dirty, it didn't smell, but it was just an old crumbling old market. And feel like you're in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, I don't know. I'm not that old, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I found that the infrastructure is way further behind than Southeast Asia. It's not as built up. It's very difficult to get cash out of the ATMs, very hard. I mean, you've got to go to, there's only literally a few places in town that you can get money, and if you're further out of town, forget finding an ATM. It's ridiculous. That is surprising. It's backward in that sense. Very backward, completely underdeveloped, and the ATMs are so old-fashioned. One good thing about them, though, is they don't take your card. You stick it in the slit, and it stays there. So you can actually hold it, so it doesn't get swallowed ever. That's good, because I'm friggin' paranoid about getting my cards swallowed up by these bloody machines. That's why I always go to banks instead of ATM things at the wall, because I don't trust those things. I go to a bank ATM inside the bank normally. You can't get that here either. So yeah, it is much more expensive. Otherwise, laundry. I dropped off my laundry today. $5 for a kilo of laundry. It's like $1 in Southeast Asia. Crazy. So I managed to get cheap food today. Good cheap food, quality food. But if you go to like a Western style restaurant, fuck me, yeah, you're going to pay through the teeth. You're going to pay a lot for a good meal. And that is just crazy because it's not worth it. But that is the case in the town here. And but also the problem if you go to the beach bars, beach clubs, and I sussed that out too. It's crazy expensive. So if you want to go spend a day in a nice beach bar-ish club area here, wherever, you're going to be you're going to pay something like $50, $70 up front just to even get in. And I don't even know yet if you can have food for that. I just looked at the prices somewhere on a brochure and saw that. I was like, what? I love traveling in my 20s on my own. I wouldn't on my own now, but it was brilliant. Well, I travel on my own all the time, Essie. But then again, you're a woman, I'm a man, so it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I like it because I just get left alone. Well, I like being alone, and I like to not be have a luggage with me, if you know what I mean. So I prefer. I'm just figuring out whether I can settle down and live here in Colombia or South America, whatever, we will see. But I don't think so. My plan is to stay here for a couple of months maybe, and then go back to Europe. Yeah, thank you, SC. I'll go back to Europe then after this, and I plan to base myself in Barcelona, Spain, and then stay in that area, base myself out of that area and travel Europe, south and north, all over the summertime, up to the autumn, and then in the autumn time, piss off again, and I'm going to go back to Thailand this time. I'll go back to Thailand for the winter. I spent a good amount of time in Thailand because I haven't spent that much time in Thailand, and in Chiang Mai and Bangkok and Pattaya a little bit, and Koh Samui once or twice, but that was a long time ago. So that is what I'm going to do. Spend some months in Europe, in the south, and then move on to the east. A small mountain town called Minca, south of Santa Marta. It's great for hiking. Okay, that's nice to know. Thank you, Roy. A small mountain town called Minca, south of Santa Marta. Great. Hopefully you can remember this. Minca. Okay, Santa Marta. I'll try to remember that. That's great. How far is it from Cartagena, I wonder? Anyway, we will find out. Thank you for that info. Great. So if it's close from here, I'll probably go there before I go anywhere else. That's right. So what else to say? Yes, price-wise, clothing, right. I couldn't find any markets like you got in Southeast Asia. No clothing markets, no food markets as such, no markets that have everything. Like you can get, in Southeast Asian markets, you can buy anything you want. Anything. For the kitchen, for your body, clothing-wise, shoes, etc. Everything. But you can't get that here. I was trying to find a bandana just to keep my sweat off my face when I'm filming. I couldn't find a fucking bandana, like a cotton bandana. They gave me a polyester bandana. I'm like, no thank you, what do I do with that? Come to Scotland. I'd love to come to Scotland again. Haven't been there for a long time. I speak a little bit of Scottish accent, I think. I used to, but anyway. Yeah, I used to go there quite a bit to ski. Glengorm, I think it was called, isn't it? I forget now. Anyway, I've been there lots of times, Glasgow, Edinburgh, for the ski shows. I used to be a professional skier. I don't know if you know that. I was in the British team in the 80s and 90s. Yes, I was British champion several times over during the Bell Brother era. You know the Bell Brothers, probably Martin Gray and Bell, the good friends of mine. I was better than them, but I broke my leg in several places and I got busted. Yes. So I was youngest British champion ever at age 15 in 1985. I beat all the big boys, and then I screwed them all up in slalom and downhill and won the championships. And then I went on to win the next 3 years also, and then I went to the Olympic Games in 88 when I was 18, and I came 21st there. And then 90, I was in the top 20 of the world in downhill, then I broke my leg badly, and that was the end of it. So that's my quick summary of a skiing career. It's called, that's for sure. Santa Marta is around 4 hours bus ride from Cartagena. Okay, thank you for that information. Which direction is it in? Is it that way, or is it towards Medellin? Because if it's towards Medellin, then I would go there on the way to Medellin by bus. If it's the other direction, I'll have to think of another plan, because I was thinking about either flying to Medellin or taking the bus to Medellin. If this is halfway there or so, then I would go that way. Thank you, Essie. Yes, I was a top ski racer then, back in the day. But unfortunately, the coach screwed up the jump, and I hit the jump. Well, when I pre-jumped it, I hit the lip because they forgot to take the snow off, and I busted a 70-meter jump, landed on my back and ass, and broke my leg in 3-4 places. I'm looking at it now, and I now have a metal knee and lots of scars. That was that. So yeah, that was my nice skiing career. Fucking nightmare. Anyway, east along the coast. Okay. It doesn't tell me where that is now. East along the coast. Where am I? I'm not quite. Okay. And east, I think, is down, right? As far as I remember, over towards Venezuela. Yep, that was a bad one. A bad one. Essie, I had a very nasty fall, which was caused by coaching accidents. Those bastards. It was the last training run of the last day before we were leaving to Val d'Isère for the first World Cup race of the season, and I was going to break into the top 10 that year, and whoopsie daisy, all gone in a flash, like that. Over. 6 operations later, and 1.5 years later, out of a wheelchair, and that was that. That's why I'm a little bit crazy. You see, people think. I have some people who on TikTok, not here on YouTube. YouTube is much more civilized with sensible people in general. But I got some horrible people on YouTube, on TikTok, who just trash talk me because they're jealous, you know. And you can't help jealous people because they're just absolute losers, and they just don't like that I play up a little bit. And I make fun of myself, and I make fun of life, and whatever, and I play around, I act, you know. And they then get. Context is everything, exactly. And then they go at me, you're crazy, you're a lunatic, you do this, you do that. You know, I've even been called a wife beater, I've been called a pedophile, I've been called a rapist, I've been called all kinds of crap on TikTok by these jealous people. Because that's how they try to get at me. And like, of course, none of it's true, right? None, ever. I've never hit a girlfriend or wife. I've never been a pedophile, ever. I'm sorry, no. I have never raped a woman, no. Ever. Not true. But people have put that out there because they want to get to me, because they're jealous bastards. Namely, an ex-girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, meanwhile, has put that shit out about me because he's jealous of me because his girlfriend liked me more than she liked him. Because she tried to come back to him. To me, sorry, while she was with him, apparently. Madness. All psychopaths and lunatics. Kiwi guy in Bali and local woman in Indonesia. Crazy people. Nasty people. Putting out those horrible words about someone, hiding behind fake accounts, hiding their real names and their faces. That is when you know that someone is a liar, right? When you see people putting out shit about other people and they have a fake account with a fake name and a fake photo, you know that they are lying, right? Exactly, screw them, of course. And the stuff they put out about me, you would not believe it. I mean, if you would be a stupid person, you read that and go, oh my God, did he do that? You would, yeah, then I'd think about that in a minute. If I did those things, wouldn't I be behind bars a long time ago? Exactly. Ignore the trolls. I do, Roy, but they pushed me and they had my TikTok account shut down. Yep. I was just about to crack 10,000 followers to get monetized after 1 year of work on TikTok. And then 1 week ago today, I know, it's totally insane. It's disgusting. My TikTok account got suspended, and I put in a appeal. Today I got the email saying, nope, I violated community standards, and therefore my TikTok account cannot be restored. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Someone hacked my account and put out a DM on my account, because I didn't even ever write DMs to anybody. I never used the DM section in TikTok. Saying that I violated community standards, but someone went in and sent a message on my account. And then I didn't do anything, and I got a warning. Big warning, strike. And then, okay, whatever. Did nothing wrong at all. Just let go for day after day, and then suddenly, boom, account gone. I violated community standards again. I didn't do anything. I didn't post anything. But they hacked it again, and they kept reporting me for this and that, whatever, and then eventually TikTok shut me down. Can you believe that? That's how insane this is. It pisses me off so endlessly because TikTok is a complete scandal of a platform, and it should be disallowed. I'm completely against them now because why? They are so unfair. They pick sides. They're not free speech at all. They do not adhere to the First Amendment in the USA, and they should not be allowed to operate in the USA after how I've seen they operate. It's not just me. Other people have said the same thing. Other people have had warnings too for doing absolutely nothing. If I write back to someone, hey, you narcissist, the comment is removed for violating community standards. Hey, you're a narcissist. Why can't I call someone a narcissist when they made a narcissistic comment? accusing me of being strong-handed with women. Like that's what happened to me yesterday. Someone, again, another troll wrote that. Same person, of course, with a different account. I know the writing by now. His name is Alistair, and I'm like, I wrote back, hey narcissist, get out of here, and then I get the comment removed. It's nuts. I mean, TikTok is absolutely sick. So I'm thinking about it, but I don't think I'm going to bother to open a new account and try working on that platform again, because you just have to tippy toe around, and it's just not right. It's just not right. It's absolutely wrong, and it's insane. It shouldn't be that way, you know? People just talking trash about you, and then you have your account shut down because of that. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. Anyway, whatever. So I'm just going to focus on YouTube now and my other work, and that's that, and enjoy my travels. That's right. So, yeah, putting that out there is very insane. Anyway, is anybody else coming on here? Not that many people here today compared to the other day, yesterday. But I guess it's Wednesday, people are tired, or I'm too late, or too early, I don't know. All right then, so it's getting quite late with you over there, isn't it? Roy and also Essie, you're late in Thailand, and you're also quite late in Scotland, I believe. Thailand's what, 5 in the morning now? I think, 12 hours ahead. And Essie, you're in Scotland, so you should be 7 hours ahead, so almost midnight there, I believe. Oh, 12 past 10, right. So only 5 hours in that case. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. Anyway, all good. So yeah, that's the story, and that's what happened with the trolls on TikTok. So don't think I'm going to bother with that shitty platform again, because it's just absolutely insane. You got people trolling you and lying about you and reporting you, and then you get your account shut down because of them, because they actually hacked my account and put that nonsense on there. I don't know how they did it, but they did somehow. Because again, I never put out any DMs at all. I didn't send anyone a DM at all, and they shut my fucking account down after me working for a year on that damn thing. So annoying. Anyway, I enjoy YouTube a lot more because it's a much better platform for sure. It's a real platform. TikTok is full of shit basically, and horrible people. I mean, there's so many nasties on TikTok. It's just horrendous. It's a cesspit. It's an absolute cesspit. It's 10 times worse than Facebook. You know, Facebook is a terrible place to be in groups if you're getting lucky, but TikTok is absolutely toxic. So anyway, that's that. That's that. Screw TikTok. And that's the end of that story. So, we got a lot of people coming here now, having some cigarettes. Cigarettes with kids. Cigarettes. Mama, with kids. Interesting. Not good. Not so good. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Not my problem. All right, guys. So thank you for joining me. I think there's one more people coming on at this time. I think maybe I got the timing wrong here a little bit. Thank you for joining me, Essie and Roy and everybody else that's here or was here. Had quite a few people at one time, but now it's a bit quiet. So I will end this now, and I'll see you again. I'll be on every day around earlier than this, and see you soon. I'll be on pretty much every day, 2-3 hours earlier than this, and I was on earlier today. I'll be on again tomorrow. So. And I'll see you, I'll let you know where I'm going. All right, guys, thanks for watching and thanks for joining me. Cheers out. Peace out. Cheers. See you later. Next time. Try to go to the coffee growing area. Try and go to the coffee growing areas. That's a good idea, yes. The coffee's good here. I have to still, well, mind you, yeah, it is good, but again, you can be very expensive in the coffee shops here. If you go to the wrong coffee shop, you end up paying something like $4 or $5 for a coffee, like Starbucks prices, which is absolutely insane. If you compare that to Cambodia, it's hello Kelly, nice to see you here. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, it's absolutely insane, the prices for the coffee shops here. It's not normal. I don't know if it's because I'm in the tourist area. Probably is because I'm in the old city of Cartagena. That's probably the reason for it, I think. Because if you find, yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I've had cheap coffee in the local coffee shops near the hotel here on the side streets. Very cheap, in fact. 2 cafe con leche for $2 or $2.50. That was very cheap. But if you go to a nice coffee shop in town, that's not the case. You're paying like $4 or $5 a cup, and it's crazy. And yeah, I had a coffee and I had a double espresso and a water the other day in one coffee shop, and I paid $8. That's mad. So yeah, I have to still. I mean, I think I'm just in the old town here, it's very, very touristy. Very, very touristy. So that's the problem here of Cartagena. It's just packed full of tourists, and they just hike up the prices, and it's not nice. They rip people off. You know, it's the same everywhere that's touristy like this, but this is highly touristy, both on the beach and in the old city, because it's just, my Spanish is not very good. I speak a little bit, poquito, but not great, no, unfortunately. But I'm working on it. I have to work on it. So I'm planning to live in Spain anyway from May for 6 months of the year, and then go back to Southeast Asia for another 6 months. Do 6 months on in Europe, 6 months off in Asia. 6 months Europe, 6 months Asia is my plan for the future. Because I want to enjoy Europe too, because Europe is wonderful in the summertime. It's the most beautiful place you can be. It is easy, yes. I do understand a lot of it, but they speak very quickly, of course, like I do, speak English fast as well. But yes, it's easy to pick up, and I understand a lot of it, the numbers, the general terms, you know, it's easy, yeah, and I like it. It's a very nice language. I prefer it much more so than French. I can speak a little bit of French. I speak fluent German, but I don't like it very much. So yeah, that's my plan. Learn some Spanish in the next 2 months, and then go back to Spain and carry on, and then head back over to Southeast Asia, Thailand. It's going to be my game when I go back in October, November. You never know, maybe I'll pop back there for a month or so in April. We will see. Depends. What about Kelly? Where are you going, Kelly? What is it now? You should be in Southeast Asia by now, aren't you? You said you were going to go there in November. I forgot about that. You said you were leaving Canada in November. Now it's already February, I believe. Kelly, what happened? Kelly, you said you were going to Southeast Asia, but I did not hear from you. Next week, okay, cool. Yeah, well, I left Cambodia and I got trapped in the Philippines because my passport was reported lost and stolen by somebody else, not by me. Left Cambodia fine. They didn't say a word at the immigration exit point, and then trapped in the Philippines. That was not so nice, because some bastard reported my passport lost and stolen, and I was then trapped, and I had to go back to London. It absolutely sucked. I was about to spend 2 months in the Philippines having a wonderful time, but c'est la vie, that's life. Shit happens. Can't help it. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and share my channel with your friends so many more people can see it, because I'll be putting out tons and tons of information videos of travel and everything else, of food and good life while I'm on my way here in Colombia, South America, okay? Please help my channel grow and subscribe, share, okay? Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.